And I know that, you know, that's what you are trying to achieve. I mean, I know myself that I'm strong-willed. Everybody says it. I do, you know, but the very idea of going into politics strikes mortal fear in my heart. And I'm usually a fearless person on many, many grounds. So I can't understand how this nice, well-brought-up girl from, you know, upper middle-class family ended up in politics. Will you care to, you know, I mean, educate us?
I think you'll be a good leader in politics. I think you're a good example of a woman that actually wants the best for the society as a whole, not just for women, because without the men, there's no society. Yeah. And I would vote for you if you run for elective office. I definitely will. And I want to commend your efforts with this show. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I actually watch your show is because you are very natural. You don't pretend. And to be a leader, if you are pretentious, there will be problem. Because even when you see things going wrong, you won't be able to say that those things are wrong. And to be in politics, for me, initially, yes, I didn't like politicians initially. I thought politicians were corrupt people or selfish people. Yeah. And I thought that, you know, the world was just never going to get better because these people are the ones, as long as they're there. Yeah. But you see, that is a problem that we all have. Because if you say they're not good and you stay in your house, well, the bad people will continue to rule you. Yeah. But if you want to make a difference, there must be sacrifice. And you have to go out there and make that difference to show other women that they can do it, to set a good example. And you have to be careful because every single thing you do as a woman, it tells on you and tells on other women. When I started in the House of Assembly last tenure, I was the only woman when I first got into office. Then somebody died and there was a by-election and then there was another woman. And I tell you something, this tenure, we have 5 women. If we messed up, there won't be 5 women because everybody will say, no, we're not going to give these women the opportunity. Yeah. Yesterday I was in a meeting, like a workshop, where the lawyer that came to talk to us about the legal aspect of issues said that there was a woman that wanted to run for chairman, but because another woman before her had run and was, you know, telling them to shoot people and everything, whereas men are telling them to shoot people every day. But because that one woman was doing the wrong thing, it became a problem for other people, other women coming after her. And that's why I say we have a lot more to prove. And it hasn't been easy. I mean, if I tell you that it's been easy, it's not true. Because there were issues where, you know, on the floor of the house, we'll have to argue. And some men will tell you that, you know, you are talking to them, I'm balele, you shouldn't talk to me, I'm a married man. And you have to let them know that on the floor of the house, we're all equals. There's no balele because I'm a married woman also, and my husband might not like the way you're talking to me. But then when you're on the floor of the house, you are representing your constituents. You are trying to, you know, bring out their views and argue in their favor so that life will be easier for them because they know what they want. And you live amongst them and you know what they need. Right. But it's not easy for a woman, sincerely. But you have to be bold, you have to be brave. And also, I thank God for my husband. I was just going to say because when that you have to have the support. Oh yes, my husband is a wonderful man. He's a very, I'm blessed.
No, excuse me. Are you saying this because we're on TV?
No.
Well, I want us to be able to begin to say these things out loud. Yes. I know that she has a good husband.
He's good.
But I want her to be able to, you know, because you know how women, we say things they want us to say.
Yes.
Because we don't want their wahala.
Exactly.
But tell us why, in what ways your husband has been a pillar.
Well, he's been a pillar for me in a lot of ways. I remember, you know, when issues come up on the floor of the house that I feel, because I'm the only woman, they will have an upper hand. And I get home and I say to my husband, you know, I don't think I want to go to the office anymore. You know, let me just leave these people to do whatever it is. Because I see it as being shallow. When issues concern women and you think you want to sweep it under the carpet, I think it's short-sightedness. Right. Because you have children. If you don't have children that are female, you have sisters. If you don't have sisters, you have a mother. If you don't have a mother, you have friends that are, or cousins, or somebody you care about that is a woman. And you must care about what she's going through. And my husband will tell me, he'll wake me up in the morning and say, sweetheart, you know, you have to go. You know, look them in the eye and tell them what you believe in. If you believe it, go after it. If you don't believe it, don't kill yourself on it. And that is how the issues I raise, or whatever I say, I'm confident that I believe in those things, and I'm ready to defend it to the letter. Right. And then he lets me do politics because he believes that it gives me joy. He believes that when I help people, it puts a smile on my own face.
If a woman has a husband who does not, if a woman had a husband who does not support her, what would she then do?
She has 2 options. Either she leaves the man or she leaves politics. There's no in between.